Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is a highly requested video. A lot of you wanted me to show you how I draw the Kaaba, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you today. I'm using this reference painting as my guide, and as you can see, my painting is a lot smaller than the canvas I have today, so I'm going to be upscaling the design a lot, maybe adding more details on the Kaaba, we'll see. So I'm using an A2 stretched canvas from Hobbycraft, as you can see, and the first thing I'm going to do is take off all the packaging, and I like to use a little scalpel to do this just because one time I tried to take off the packaging and my finger went straight through the other side, so this just helps making sure that I don't break the actual canvas. So the next thing I do is I take these little canvas stretchers off and I put them in all four corners just in case I need them, or I tend to lose them a lot as well, so I just like to put them where they belong if I do need them. Also, I'm currently recovering from a cold, so excuse my voice, but I just had to get this video done for you guys, so hopefully you appreciate it. Okay, so this is what the back of the canvas looks like once all of those are in. And now the first thing I like to do is mark the center of the canvas, and I kept this thing from the packaging just because it shows me the measurements of the canvas. However, I don't just solely rely on the piece of card. I do use my ruler and measure out the edge myself just to confirm the measurement is correct. And then I just divide that by 2 to find halfway, and then I go in with my triangle ruler and align it to the bottom edge of the canvas and use that to draw a straight line upwards. This just makes sure that all my lines are parallel and perpendicular because that's super important. And then I'm just going to repeat all those steps on the other edge of the canvas, and then that will give me the center point. So I found the center of my canvas, and now I'm just going to extend the lines so it can help me when I come to drawing the minarets. Okay, so it's now actually time to start the sketch, and what I like to do is use my reference photo, or in this instance a painting, and just see where halfway is and see where everything is at halfway. So at halfway, where's the corner of the Kaaba, where's the edge of it, where does the minaret start, etc. A lot of it is eyeballing. I do start off by just eyeballing everything, and then I'll go in and be more precise with measurements, rulers, etc. So I'm now going to draw the edge of the Kaaba, and to do that I'm going to use my ruler to mark out how far the first edge, so the left edge, is away from the edge of the canvas, and then I'm going to use that measurement to mark out the other side. So it's 11 centimeters from that side, so on the right hand side I'm going to mark out 11 centimeters, and that will be the other edge of the Kaaba. So this is just important because I want my Kaaba to be right in the middle of the canvas, so it's important to make sure there's equal empty spaces on each side. When it comes to drawing the Kaaba, I don't usually draw in all the gold details. I usually just draw those on after I've painted the Kaaba black. And also, it's just a cube, so I don't need to draw in the details because they won't help me, form the shape and the structure. But when it comes to the minarets, I do draw in all the details because it helps me know where each line starts and finishes, because there's a lot of different shapes going on there. However, for the purpose of this video, I did just draw in some faint lines just so you guys can see where I might put the details on the Kaaba. So I'm now going to move on to the minaret, and again I'm just eyeballing, trying to see where halfway is and where each pillar is at halfway. And again, I'm always keeping my painting, my reference painting right in front of me, so I'm not, making anything up as I go. Everything is accurate. I would love to tell you guys that I have a little trick when I draw minarets or detailed structures, but I really don't. I just draw what I see. I try to use a ruler as much as I can to make sure everything is like the same size. So I'm drawing 2 minarets, so I try to make sure that I use measurements when I can, so when I come to drawing the second one, I'll have the same thickness and same size. One thing I do tend to do, which you will see during this video, is I do a lot of horizontal lines to make sure that everything is like not wonky, and I'm doing it here again, as you can see. Just gonna zoom in so you guys can have a closer look, but this is what I mean when I say I like to draw in the details, because it helps me with the shape and the structure. So like these windows here in the minaret, it helps me, like drawing them in helps, because now I'll know where the roof of that will start. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, just keep watching the video. Also, another thing I do, which I don't know if this is a trick, but I'm doing it right here, where I use my pencil as a little ruler and I just like measure it out, like that angled line of the roof. I measure it and then I mark it on the other side using the pencil. And I guess you can do that with a ruler anyways, but doing it with a pencil just makes it quicker. And yeah, I don't know, that's a little trick for you guys. So going back to my reference painting, I'm now moving on to the next part of the minarets, which is just like a long straight line. So I'm using my triangle ruler and using this vertical line to line it up against, and with a light hand making 2 vertical lines upwards. I do not mean vertical, I mean horizontal lines upwards. And yeah, do it with a faint hand, because I'm not sure where I'm gonna end these lines, so I'm using a faint hand, because when it comes to rubbing out the lines, it will be easy. So as you can see here, like now I'm deciding where it's gonna finish, so the top of those lines, hopefully they rub out easily. Again, looking back at my reference painting, and I'm now moving on to this part of the minaret, which is the last part. And I didn't do anything special, guys. I'm still just eyeballing and using my reference painting. Also guys, I hope you did notice that I used a rubber a lot. Like, you're not gonna have the perfect sketch straight away. Like, even this sketch now, at the beginning I didn't use my rubber a lot, just because this is like my second time doing this sketch, and I've got a reference photo in front of me, which I'm like, it makes it easier, right? But yeah, I don't think you'll do the sketch and it will be easy straight away. You're gonna have to rub out things, change things, whatever. I changed a lot of things, so yeah, don't be disheartened. And I zoomed in here so you can see that like a vertical line that I drew downwards. So I draw those when I need to draw an angled line, because like they let me know how far the angled line should be, and it helps me get the angles like very similar without having to use like a compass. And you'll see me do the vertical line thing here again. So I do it when I'm using my pencil to measure, and yeah, I just find it easy. I don't know why, it's just easier for me. So yeah, we're coming to the end of the minaret now, and I'll just let you watch the process. Okay, so if you're watching or you're following along and watching, like sketching at the same time as me, you have just done your first minaret, and now you have two options. You can either get some like tracing paper or transfer paper and transfer it to the other side, or you can be extra like me and just draw the second minaret again. So what I like to do is make lines at every single like different starting point, I guess. I don't know, but I make lines all along the first minaret, as you can see. And then I guess these lines are like at each point where it's going to be a different structure, different detail, different shape. And then with these lines I just extend them out, and you'll see me do this now. So using my triangle ruler, I just line it up to the edge of the canvas, and then I just extend those little like lines outwards towards the right, and I do it with a really light hand as well because I want to rub these lines out after. Also, it's really important that these lines are like not wonky at all. They have to be perfect, because if they are wonky, that means your second minaret is going to be wonky, and yeah, all that sketching would have been for nothing. Okay, so we have now done all those faint lines, and I'm just going to bring it up to the camera so you guys can have a closer look of what it looks like. So when I come to draw my second minaret now, I'm going to use those lines as like starting points and end points. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, just keep watching, and yeah, you don't have to do this trick. You can just do the transfer paper. So guys, this is how the minarets came out, and as you can see, I still got all my guidelines on there. And yeah, hopefully the last part of the video was a therapeutic part for you guys to watch, just me sketching the second minaret. And yeah, I hope this video was useful for you guys. If I do find a way where I have a little trick or hack to make this whole process easier, I will let you guys know. But to move on to the supplies that I used only 4 things, guys. It's so simple. Any rubber, any pencil, preferably a HB, and then my art ruler, which is 30 centimeters long if anybody was interested, and it is metal, so I'm not gonna break it. And then my triangle ruler, which is from Hobbycraft, and this is plastic, so yeah, you can break it. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video, if it was useful, what you thought of this painting, let me know. And yeah, I've also finished the A2 Kaaba piece by now, so I have a little sneak peek at the end of this video, so make sure you watch that. And yeah, if you want to see a paint vlog of this video, make sure to watch my next video after this. Okay, bye.